Good afternoon. My name is Kristen Donhafner, and I'm the Measure 110 Engagement and Strategy Manager with OHA, and I'll be assisting with facilitating today's meeting. The Oversight and Accountability Council welcomes and encourages community input. Members of the public are invited to submit public comments or get on our interested parties email list by emailing oha.measure110@dhsoha.state.or.us. That email address and more information about the council can be found on the Measure 110 OAC website. OAC members have asked that OHA and other staff who are present in the meeting space introduce themselves in the chat. Please share your role with the agency, and if you are a subject matter expert, your area of expertise. I will now turn it over to Dharma for opening remarks.
There we go. Hi, everybody. Today we just have a really short meeting. We just have some OHA updates and a subcontract vote. So I'm just going to pass it off to Cindy for attendance.
Thanks, Dharma. It's good to see everybody. If you could please say here when I say your name, I would appreciate it. Amy. Carlos?
Here.
Hey, Carlos. Caroline.
Here.
Hi, Caroline. Glad you made it. Dharma?
Oh, here.
Hey, Dharma. Hubert?
Here.
Hi, Hubert. Hunter?
Hello. Here.
Hey, Hunter. Jackie?
Here.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi.
Jonathan let us know he would not be here today. Keisha?
Here.
Hey, Keisha. Leticia? Linda also let us know she would not be here today. Melinda?
Here.
Hey, Melinda.
Hey.
Meredith?
Here.
Hey, Meredith.
Hello.
Morgan let us know she would not be here today. Nicole?
Here.
Hey, Nicole. Onisha? Ron?
Here.
Hey, Ron. Ryan?
Here.
Hey, Ryan. Sabrina? I know Sabrina said she'd be right back, so I'll come back to Sabrina. Zeb?
I'm here.
Hey, Zeb.
Hi.
Sam?
I'm here.
Hey, Sam. And Annalise?
Here.
Hello. And going back to, oh, Onisha's joining right now. Bring her in. Amy? Leticia? Onisha?
Here.
Hey, Onisha. And Sabrina, I see you're here in the chat, so we have 19. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Sydney. So as Dharma mentioned, we have one presentation for you all today. This is a subcontract request. As you all might remember, subcontracts are supposed to be approved by the OAC. So that's why we are bringing this presentation to you all today. We also have representatives from Bridges to Change joining us. I think we're gonna let them into the meeting space. But before we get into it, we want to call for conflicts of interest. This is a proposed subcontract between both Bridges to Change and the Miracles Club. So if you have a conflict of interest with either organization, we'll need you to disclose that. As a reminder, members with an actual conflict of interest can't participate in the discussions on the matter that presents the conflict. If you announce a potential conflict of interest, you must announce the nature of the conflict, but can participate in the discussion and vote. If you announce an actual conflict of interest, you must announce the nature of the conflict and refrain from participating in the discussion and keep your camera off. However, we ask that you stay in the meeting so that we can count you towards quorum. I see Onisha has a conflict as she works at Miracles Club. Thank you, Onisha. We'll put that down and just reminder to keep your camera off. And I see Keisha, your hand is up.
Yes, I have an actual conflict at work at the Miracles Club.
Thank you, Keisha. We will
Is
also
this
put
the
that down.
time we're calling for conflicts right now?
This is Melinda, yes.
Okay, I have a potential conflict as I am a current board member for Bridges to Change.
Okay, thank you, Melinda. If you have a potential conflict, you can participate in the discussion and vote. And I don't see any other hands up. Are there any other folks that have an actual or potential conflict with either Bridges to Change or the Miracles Club? Okay, so I think we can bring in our presenters if they're not here already. Yeah, it looks like Zach, you are here.
I am here, yeah. Is Danielle should be here as well. I think, but if not, I can definitely make it through the
Have
power.
anyone else in the waiting room, Carly?
Danielle's in. She
Oh.
just may be muted.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Okay, sorry, my boxes have moved around with the screen sharing. So welcome Danielle and Zach. They're joining us from Bridges to Change, and I will pass this presentation over to them.
Awesome. So I'm Danielle Walker. I'm the Compliance and Evaluation Director at Bridges to Change. And then we've also got Zach. Zach, I'll let you introduce yourself.
And I'm Zach Brooks. I am the Finance Director.
Awesome. And so today we just wanted to kind of propose an update around our partnership, our M110 partnership with Miracles. So we've just prepared some slides to kind of explain that. I'll walk you through a few and then Zach will kind of explain the finances and then we'll make our proposal. Okay, so a little bit of background. Bridges provides housing in collaboration with the Miracle Club at 3 houses in Multnomah County. And historically, Bridges has employed part-time live-in house managers at those houses, which is kind of our standard operating model for all of the M110 funded houses that we operate. So beginning January 1st, 2024, Bridges ceased employing house managers at these houses, and the Miracles Club requested this change so that they were fully able to manage housing operations and ensure cultural specificity, and we of course supported that. This subcontract request that we're making today is needed to properly fund the Miracle Club to employ its own house managers.
Okay, now I can jump in here. So the official ask is we would like to shift $28,017 for backdated back to 1/1/24 through the end of the contract grant period, 6/30/25, from our personnel to our services and supplies line. And then we are proposing to subcontract that with the Miracles Club to fund their part-time live-in house managers. So we budget, I didn't put this in the slide, but we budget our house managers at 0.175 FTE. They are very part-time employees. They live for free in our houses, and then we pay them kind of a small wage. So, and then we of course do pay taxes on those payroll taxes, but those employees do not receive health benefits. So it is about $9,339 per house. So the total is $28,017. So we would then have a subcontract with Miracles Club for maximum of $28,017, and we would pay them to have their own house managers.
So I guess kind of in summary, we're asking the OAC to support this subcontract request to ensure that the Miracle Club is able to facilitate the hiring of the best house manager that they choose to fully meet their needs.
Thank you, Danielle and Zach. Does anyone have any questions for either of them related to this presentation? Yeah, Sabrina.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I missed it. Why did they stop having the employees working for them? Our Bridges to Change, is it house managers, they said? So they originally had house managers that they put, and then they went from having house managers to not having none, and then now want to subcontract to Miracles Club to help them. Is that correct?
Yep, totally. So historically, the process has gone through us. So we post the job, and then we have to, interview the person, screen the person, hire the person. So that all happens in-house at Bridges, and we want to actually just shift that over and let Miracles choose their person, go through their process, their vetting process, and then take that money that we would use to just pay those positions. So give them a little more ownership and make sure that they're able to have, design that however works for them.
Sabrina, did that answer your question, or do you have a follow-up?
I have a follow-up question, but I'll go ahead and let Ron go first.
Okay, thank you.
No, you may have answered my question. I'm not clear on one point. Are the positions going to be funded by Bridges, or are the positions going to be funded by Miracles?
So they'll continue to be funded by Bridges, but because Miracles doesn't have this funding, we have to make an update to this contract and create kind of a subcontract to adjust that and get the money over to them. So moving it from the personnel line to the services line, so that we're able to do that and kind of funnel it over there.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, Sabrina, I think you're up next.
Yeah, I was just wondering what the change was from deciding it was going to be a Bridges to Change things to now making it to Miracles Club.
Well, and Zach, please add on if you have anything, but I think it's just because we received the funding. So that was in the design. And then as we're sort of trying to make sure that these programs are culturally specific, we're realizing that that's actually maybe not appropriate. So we would like to move that over. But it's a change to how it was originally designed.
Yeah, I think crucially, Julia from Miracles Club really wanted that. They want to employ their own house managers. So they are basically putting people, Bridges is really kind of managing the housing operations like facilities. Miracles Club is really filling the house with their own program participants. So they really want a live-in house manager who they are employing themselves, who is in line with their own kind of housing models and interacting with the residents in a way that they're sort of in control of. So it was actually a request from Miracles Club. And contractually, this was the easiest way with OHA to make that happen without, really doing impacts to both of our larger contracts. So this is kind of a simple way for us to just then have a contract with them, and we just fund them for those positions.
Did that answer your question, Sabrina?
Yes, thank you.
Caroline.
So can we put the slide back up, please? I don't disagree with it. I'm just not understanding the slide. Keep going. That one. Is it so it says Bridges to Change is proposing to shift 28,017 for the period from personnel to services and supplies. Is that what you guys really want to do? Where's the services and supplies?
So I think I can answer this just from like how we account for funds here on grants. Any contract or subcontract falls under a services and supplies category because it's a service. We consider Miracles Club performing a service on behalf of Bridges to Change versus a personnel line item. That would be someone that Bridges to Change employs directly. So that's how we define kind of the difference between the categories here at OHA.
Okay, so then when you're using the language salaries and wages, and then you're putting it into
The
Miracle.
Yeah.
Chauncey gave it to me.
Was that in response to me, or was that just back talk?
It was just background noise.
Okay,
Go ahead.
okay. So it
Sorry about
says
that.
you're amending the contract, the total budget is 25, so you're removing that from Bridges and you're giving it to Miracle. Amend salaries and wages to contractor. And then amend the payroll taxes, I could understand that. I just don't understand the first bullet. I understand what you said, I just don't see it. Maybe it's just a finance thing. I don't disagree with the change. I just was having trouble with that first bullet and trying to understand it because that's not how finance talk is within where I work. So if that's what it's called within OHA, then I guess it's okay. I just was having trouble. You know, if services is contracts. So you're removing it. So where is Bridges on this? Is it this column, the second column?
It's the
Oh,
amend
it's all
salaries and wages and the amend payroll taxes.
I know, but it doesn't have Bridges on top. It
So,
just has.
so the whole, yeah, this is a Bridges budget. So this is coming out of our budget and it's moving, this is what it will look like and moving it to services and supplies. The breakdown will show that this much money is 25,000 is going to the contractor for the salary and 2,000 is going for the contractor for payroll taxes.
Yeah, yeah. I understand that. I just didn't see, so this is Bridges' proposal to subcontract with Miracle. Yeah, I have no issue with it. I was just having trouble following your finance spreadsheet, but okay, I understand. No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, the real proposal is just to allow us to subcontract with Miracles Club. And then we just have to shift the budget line between two categories to just make that happen. So it's sort of a two-part proposal to make that happen.
Thanks, Caroline. Dharma, did you have a question or comment?
No, so this is just a vote to just subcontract then. It's not anything else then, yeah.
Correct.
Right.
Yes. Are there any other questions before we put Zach and Danielle back in the waiting room for discussion? Okay, not seeing any. Thank you, Zach and Danielle, for being here. Really appreciate you and your presentation. So I think they are back in the waiting room and we have a proposed motion, but I will stop talking to see if there's any discussion.
No discussion, but I'll make the motion.
I second.
I think you have to read the motion, Caroline.
I move to approve the subcontract between Bridges to Change and the Miracles Club as proposed in this presentation.
Second.
Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Melinda. Is there any other discussion? Okay, then I'll pass it over to Sydney for the vote.
Thanks so much. Motion to approve the subcontract as presented in the slides. Amy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Thank you. Carlos?
Yes.
Caroline?
Yes.
Dharma?
Yes.
Hubert?
Yes.
Hunter?
Yes.
Jackie?
Yes.
Keisha? Oh, sorry, Keisha has a conflict. I apologize. Leticia?
Yes.
Melinda,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Nicole,
Yes.
Ron,
Yes.
Ryan,
Yes.
Sabrina,
Yes.
and Zeb.
Yes.
All right, that passes with 15 yes votes.
All
Back
right.
to you.
Thank you, everyone. That was our big agenda item for this week. We have a few announcements. We are going to be sending out a calendar hold for August 21st, which is the third Wednesday, so not one of our normally scheduled meeting times in August. But this will be for a training opportunity with our equity and inclusion division. If you might have also seen an email coming out about what topics you might want to hear about. So if you haven't responded, please respond to that so that we can make sure that we have a training that kind of meets the needs of the council. And we'll work with our E&I folks to get that set up for the 21st. We are also still aiming to publish the application for the next grant cycle in the next week, hopefully on or right around the 31st of July. So we will make sure that we email everybody here as well as everyone on our interested parties list. And publicize that information once it goes out. Aside from that, our next council meeting is August 14th, and we will have probably a more full agenda on that date and on the August 28th. But in the meantime, we have 2 weeks off. So those are the only updates that I have. I appreciate you all being here today.
Thanks, folks.
Thank
Have a good
you.
one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye. Wait, wait, wait.
Bye.
Wait.
Caroline,
is this-
yes,
Is this a in-person meeting or is it Zoom?
it'll be virtual.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Thank you. That's all.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You're good. You're good.
Hey, everyone, Jackie, I like your hair.